Jamie Shannon is executive chef at Commander's Palace, one of the grand dining destinations in New Orleans. It has been a career launcher for innumerable chefs across the country and continues to trailblaze with upscale fare that defines New Orleans food. Here is Chef Shannon's mushroom stew.
I have my smoked chicken stock, which has been smoked to bones for a little while in the smoker. You can smoke them on a grill or in a smoker if you're lucky to have one. I just have a little mirepoix, and I want the stock to be nice and clear, so I've simmered it without letting it boil for about 4 hours. And I want to take the fat off as much as possible and skim all this impurities off. I'm going to strain the stock very carefully. Okay, I have my stock strained, and I'm going to put some field peas in, some fresh field peas with my wild mushroom stew and summer truffles. It's going to give it a good earthy flavor. The field peas have been hauled, and they need to be washed a little bit. They don't take a long time to cook because they're fresh. You can use dried, but I prefer to use the fresh. They're in season right now. I'm just going to blanch them with a little bit of the stock that we have from the smoked chicken carcasses. It's going to cook a little bit. A little bit of stock, a little bit of salt and pepper. The reason I'm blanching these separately is because I want my final product to be nice and clear. The peas have a little starch on them. They will cloud up my stock, so I'm just going to cook these separately, let them cook down a little bit. I have my stock that we have strained. I'm going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Put a little bit of fresh thyme in there and just let it steep. In a separate pan with just a little bit of stock with no butter because or fat, because you'll have a cloudy pan. I'm going to put a little bit of stock in here, and I'm going to sweat my mushrooms and shallots. First, I'm going to put my shallots in. This is a summer stew, so you want it to be very light. I'm going to put my mushrooms. I have some morels, some shiitakes, oyster mushrooms, some portobellas. It's a good combination. I like to use 4 or 5 different mushrooms if possible, whatever's available. We don't want to cook the mushrooms too much because we want the flavor of each individual mushroom to be distinctive. A little bit more stock. I have a garnish for this. It's going to be sweet potato hay. I have a peeled sweet potato and a mandolin, and I'm going to get the hay together.
The sweet potatoes will be deep fried. Also, garlic chives.
These are our garlic chives. They're a flat chive. We get them in the summertime around here. They're real nice. They have a little distinctive garlic flavor. Okay, it looks like our field peas are cooked. We have our mushrooms, which we only want to simmer, sweat down a little bit. We want to keep the elegant, earthy flavors of the mushrooms.
A summer truffle is sliced.
not a white truffle. It's a little bit less expensive. It's a lot less expensive than the white truffles, and it's a little bit more abundant. It's not as pungent, but it's a good truffle. It's easy to get a hold of. I have some truffle oil. I'm going to put it in the bottom of the hot warm bowl. Is going to make it very aromatic. Place some of my truffles in the bowl. You can use any type of fresh bean, but these are nice. They're when they're fresh, they have a little bit more of an earthy flavor, which you want for this stew. Our chives. I'm going to put a little bit more truffles. Then I have my stock, which has been seasoned. Still nice and clear. Gently. Pour it in there. Finish it off with a little truffle oil. Here we go, we have our truffle stew.